And our correspondent Kamaljeet Sandhu joining us from outside Arvind Kejriwal's residence, and Jugal Purohit from outside the Lieutenant Governor's residence. Jugal, let me come to you first. It just sort of, for our viewers, sort of just shed light and elaborate on what the procedure is going to be now. We understand that last night Arvind Kejriwal has in fact resigned. What happens now?
Well, Sanjana, now that the former Chief Minister of Delhi has played his cards, the entire buck and the show stops at the residence and the doorstep of the Lieutenant Governor. Now, what we do understand is that as the representative of the centre, as a representative of the His call is always in consultation with the Union Home Ministry and with the President of India. So what it does entail now on is that whatever is his recommendation will be sent across to the Union Home Minister or the MOS home, whoever may be available in the office. If not, then personally wherever they are, based on what they decide and based on consultations with the Union Home Ministry, there will be a recommendation which will be finalized upon. This procedure, one understands, will take perhaps more than a day. So as of now, there is no official word from the Lieutenant Governor's side, but one will have to wait and watch, because as I said, there's a procedure which needs to be followed. Whether or not he invites the BJP is his prerogative, but the BJP has made it absolutely clear that it is not, even though visibly in the range for a shot, but it's not really interested. So what happens now essentially will be an outcome of consultations, of negotiations, as well as procedure that will be initiated by the Lieutenant Governor, and it's only on based on his consultation with the Union Home Ministry as well as the President's office that a final stand will be taken. But we understand that this development may not take place today, because both the Home Minister as well as his junior, they are both not in Delhi, they are both in their respective constituencies, and they will have to be personally reached out there. Back to you.
Jugal, stay with us. We also have Kamaljeet Sandhu now joining us live from outside Arvind Kejriwal's residence. Kamal, first up, just tell us what is it like, what's the situation like on ground there? We remember there was throngs of supporters and party workers last night when Arvind Kejriwal made that dramatic speech at the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters last night, stepping down from the post of Chief Minister. But more importantly, as we had in fact discussed earlier, could the BJP in fact be invited to form the government now?
Well, the LG definitely has those options. One is to dissolve the assembly, also to have president's rule imposed. Definitely being the single largest party, BJP could be invited yet again, but definitely these are the options available. He may take consultations from the president himself as of what the next step could be. Perhaps the BJP has already made it clear in no less terms that they're not interested, because obviously where do they really get a support from? They have 32 numbers. They obviously need 4 more, and definitely Congress is not one, because obviously there's sworn enemies. But as far as the script is going, it is going according to what Arvind Kejriwal had written, how AAP wanted it. If obviously the Congress did not pull the plug, the Arvind Kejriwal government has pulled the plug on itself. So definitely it's going by the script, but it's obviously going to be a little different for all these parties now. We know there are going to be meetings taking place, whether it's the AAP party, whether it's the Congress or the BJP. Obviously, the eyes would now definitely be on the BJP when they're invited to form the government. Where will they get the numbers from? So yes, there are a lot of, it's going to be a hectic day of scheduling, of politics today, but obviously it does seem that Delhi now is going towards the president's rule. There could be a simultaneous election of Lok Sabha as well as Delhi yet again. Remember, this is what Arvind Kejriwal really said: dissolve the house, bring in the elections. We'll really have fresh elections. But giving the time that the president really have, we can have 6 months of time for president's rule, and obviously they could coincide with the Lok Sabha elections. Clearly the Aam Aadmi Party now has national ambitions. They were very unhappy that Lokpal bill could not be introduced. Obviously the BJP and the Congress party united and kept saying this has gone against the rule, the centre's approval has not been taken. So yes, it's going according to a certain script.
Right.
Will it go towards the end also towards the script that the AAP has thought? This is something which has to be seen.
Kamaljeet Sandhu and Jugal Purohit, thank you for bringing us those updates. The big question is what next for the national capital. We'll bring you more developments as the story moves further.